Take a look at this. Someone threw it away. No smashed controls, no cracked basket. It just looks abandoned. And here's the strange part. If I walked past it a few years ago, I probably wouldn't have known what it was. I might have guessed it was a slow cooker or a rice cooker, but it's actually an air fryer. That raises an interesting question. If you found one sitting on the curb for free, would you be taking home a genuinely useful kitchen appliance or someone else's expensive mistake? Before we decide, let's first understand what this thing actually does. What is an air fryer, really? Despite the name, an air fryer doesn't fry food. There's no tank of hot oil hidden inside. Instead, it's best described as a compact convection oven. Open the basket and look inside. Near the top, you'll find two key parts, a heating element and a fan. When you switch the appliance on, the heating element gets extremely hot. The fan immediately pushes that hot air down over the food, around the sides and back up again, creating a constant loop. Think of it like standing outside on a hot day. Warm air feels one way. Warm air with a strong wind feels much hotter. That's because moving air transfers heat more effectively. The same thing happens inside an air fryer. Instead of letting heat slowly drift around the food, it forces hot air to move quickly across every surface it can reach. As that moving air strips moisture from the outside of the food, the surface begins to brown and crisp, while the inside stays tender. That's why chips, chicken wings, and breaded foods often come out with that crunchy finish people associate with deep frying, even though very little oil is used. The important thing to remember is this. An air fryer isn't creating a new way of cooking. It's making an existing method, convection cooking, smaller, faster, and more focused. How is it different from everything else? Now let's compare it with the appliances many of us already own. A conventional oven heats a large space. Hot air circulates naturally, and in some models, a fan helps move that air around. It's excellent for cooking large meals, but heating all that empty space takes time. An air fryer heats a much smaller chamber, so it usually reaches cooking temperature faster. Because the fan moves air aggressively around the food, browning often happens more quickly as well. A microwave works completely differently. It doesn't rely on hot air at all. Instead, it heats water molecules inside the food. That's why leftovers become hot so quickly, but also why pizza crusts, chips, and bread often turn soft instead of crispy. Then there's the convection toaster oven. This is where things become interesting. A good convection toaster oven and a good air fryer have more in common than most adverts suggest. Both use moving hot air. Both can roast, bake, and crisp food. The biggest differences are usually size and airflow. The air fryer focuses heat into a small basket, making it ideal for quick, small portions. A convection toaster oven offers more cooking space and can handle jobs like toast, baking, or a small pizza more comfortably. Neither is automatically better. They're simply designed for different situations. And that's exactly why so many people end up confused about whether an air fryer is worth owning. Because the answer doesn't depend on the logo on the front. It depends on what you actually cook. So let's stop talking about technology and start looking at what really matters. What comes out at the end? Because that's the comparison that decides whether this free air fryer deserves a place on your kitchen counter or back on the curb. Forget the spec sheet. Here's where most reviews go wrong. They spend 10 minutes talking about wattage, basket size, and touchscreens. But when dinner's ready, Nobody cares how many presets an appliance has. You care about one thing. How does the food turn out? So instead of comparing features, let's compare results. These aren't controlled laboratory tests. They're based on well-established cooking behavior and findings consistently reported by manufacturers and independent reviewers, not invented numbers or exaggerated claims. Frozen chips. Let's start with the food most people associate with air fryers. Frozen chips. This is where they usually shine. The constant stream of hot air dries the surface quickly, helping the outside become golden and crisp, while the inside stays fluffy. Shaking the basket once or twice helps everything brown more evenly. A conventional oven can produce excellent chips too. The difference is that it normally takes longer to preheat and cook because it's heating a much larger space. A convection toaster oven comes surprisingly close to the air fryer. Since it also uses circulating hot air, the final texture can be very similar, especially for smaller batches. Then there's the microwave. The chips get hot, but they rarely get crispy. Moisture stays trapped, leaving them soft rather than crunchy. If frozen chips are a regular part of your week, this is one area where an air fryer earns its reputation. Breaded foods. Now let's move to breaded foods. Think chicken nuggets, fish fillets, or mozzarella sticks. These foods rely on a crisp coating for much of their appeal. Because an air fryer removes moisture from the surface so effectively, the coating browns nicely without needing much oil. A conventional oven can achieve similar results, but you'll often wait longer before that coating reaches the same level of crispness. A convection toaster oven once again performs well, making this one of the strongest arguments against buying an air fryer if you already own a quality convection model. The microwave struggles here. The inside becomes hot, but the coating softens instead of crisping. Safe to eat? Absolutely. As satisfying? Usually not. Leftover pizza and quick reheats. Leftover pizza is another great test. Most of us have microwave pizza at some point. The cheese melts, the toppings warm through, but the crust often ends up soft and chewy. An air fryer tackles the problem differently. The circulating hot air reheats the toppings while restoring much of the crust's crispness. A conventional oven also produces excellent results, but heating a large oven for 1 or 2 slices isn't always practical. A convection toaster oven may actually be the best compromise, giving you crisp results without heating an entire full-size oven. For quick reheats, the air fryer and convection toaster oven both have a clear advantage over the microwave when texture matters. Small meals, big meals, and energy. Now think beyond frozen food. Imagine you're cooking dinner for one person. A chicken breast, a handful of vegetables, some garlic bread. An air fryer handles this kind of meal extremely well because it heats a small space quickly and doesn't waste energy warming an entire oven. But imagine cooking for a family of 5. That same basket suddenly becomes a limitation. You may have to cook in multiple batches, which reduces the time advantage. A conventional oven can often cook everything together on 1 or 2 trays. That's why an air fryer isn't a replacement for every kitchen. It's a tool that's particularly good at small, quick meals. The same idea applies to energy use. Because an air fryer heats a much smaller cooking chamber, it often uses less electricity than running a full-size oven for a single portion. But if you're preparing several batches to feed a family, that advantage can shrink or even disappear. So after comparing the food, one thing becomes clear. The air fryer isn't winning because it's revolutionary. It's winning because it's specialized, and whether that's valuable depends entirely on how you cook. Which brings us back to the original question. If you found this sitting outside for free, would it actually make your life easier? Or would it simply become another appliance gathering dust? Let's figure that out. So, is it actually worth keeping? After everything we've looked at, here's the conclusion. There isn't a universal answer. Whether this free air fryer is worth keeping depends less on the appliance itself and more on the kitchen it's going into. If you live alone, cook for 1 or 2 people, or regularly reheat leftovers, an air fryer can be genuinely useful. It heats quickly, takes up less energy for small meals, and does an excellent job with foods that benefit from a crispy finish. You may find yourself using it almost every day. But now imagine a different household. You already own a good convection toaster oven. You usually cook for 4 or 5 people. Most of your meals involve baking trays, casseroles, or large roasts. In that situation, an air fryer may not add much at all. It's not because it's a bad appliance. It's because another appliance you already own covers most of the same jobs while handling larger portions more comfortably. And that's something worth remembering whenever a new kitchen gadget becomes popular. Just because millions of people love it doesn't automatically mean you need it. Sometimes the smartest purchase is the one you never make. Or in this case, the smartest decision is knowing whether a free appliance deserves space on your counter. If you find one, check these things. First, let's say you do find an air fryer sitting outside. Before plugging it in, give it a careful inspection. Start with the power cord. If it's cut, badly crushed, or has exposed wires, don't use it until it's been repaired. Next, slide the basket in and out. It should move smoothly without sticking. Check the non-stick coating. A few scratches are normal, but if it's peeling badly, you'll want to see whether replacement baskets are still available before using it. Now look inside. Some baked-on grease is expected. Heavy carbon buildup, melted plastic, or obvious signs of overheating are reasons to be more cautious. Once it passes those checks, give it a proper clean. Wash the removable basket and tray according to the manufacturer's instructions and carefully wipe the inside of the cooking chamber. Finally, do a simple test cook. Frozen chips or a few slices of bread are enough to confirm that it's heating evenly and that the fan sounds normal. If it produces heavy smoke after cleaning, trips your circuit breaker, or makes unusual grinding noises, stop using it until the fault is identified. A free appliance is never worth risking your safety. What if you decide you don't want it? Maybe after all this, you decide an air fryer just isn't for you. That's perfectly fine. If it still works, consider giving it to someone who'll actually use it. A friend, neighbor, or local charity may get years of life out of it. If it's beyond repair, recycle it properly. Like many small appliances, it contains metals and electronic components that can often be recovered instead of ending up in landfill. Sometimes, the most responsible choice isn't keeping an appliance. It's making sure its materials can be used again. So, was the free air fryer worth keeping? For some people, absolutely. For others, it would probably spend more time collecting dust than cooking dinner. And that's the real lesson. Don't judge an appliance by the hype you're around it. Judge it by the problems it solves in your kitchen. Understanding how it works is far more valuable than believing the marketing. Because the next time you spot an unfamiliar appliance sitting on the curb, you won't just know what it is. You'll know whether it's worth taking home. And now I'd love to hear from you. What's the most interesting appliance or electronic gadget you've ever found on the curb, at a recycling center, or someone was giving away for free? Did you keep it, repair it, sell it, or discover it wasn't worth the effort? Share your story in the comments. Some of the best video ideas and the best lessons come from experiences like yours.